This is Unit 2, Lesson 5. This is a lesson on angles and auxiliary lines. So the main portion of this lesson is we are going to know and apply Euclid's parallel postulate. We will do this to solve for unknown angle measures, and in applying Euclid's parallel postulate, we will create an auxiliary line. So useful terms, things you definitely need to know in order to be successful with this lesson: parallel lines, transversal, corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, consecutive interior angles, alternate exterior angles. May be useful depending on what information is given in these types of problems. So this video will cover the vocabulary, and then we will work on the lesson and the examples. So let's start with the first term. An auxiliary line is an extra line or segment added to a figure, which is a diagram. It helps to solve a problem or prove a concept. We will do some proofs later in this unit. And it should be added to the diagram or figure with a dashed or dotted line. Because again, the line is not an original part of the diagram, so we want to make sure that we are distinguishing between the given diagram and things that we are adding to that diagram to help us. Auxiliary means to help. So, for example, in triangle ABC, BD is an auxiliary line, and in this parallelogram over here, RM is an auxiliary line. So it's just an extra line or line segment added to a diagram and is dashed. Again, to help us do something, or solve for something, or prove something. The next term that we're going to talk about is Euclid's parallel postulate. So remember, Euclid is the guy who wrote all of the volumes of books on geometry, right? You are studying Euclidean geometry. There are other forms of geometry that are non-Euclidean, which have different rules. However, you only have to worry about Euclid's geometry. So he has this parallel postulate, which says through a point, not on the line. So for example, B is a point not on the line AC. Only one line can be drawn through that point B that is parallel to the given line AC. So notice that we have a dashed auxiliary line, aux line. Okay, so DE passes through point B, which is not on the given line AC, and there is only one line that can pass through that point and be parallel to AC. So DBE is an example of an auxiliary line, and DBE is drawn through point B parallel to AC. So these are the two terms that we're going to focus on in this particular lesson.